Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Oh yes.
Welcome to the best 2 hours of your life.
Welcome to the show. We are very glad to have you. Where's that thing? There it is. Bam. All right. Had to hide Coinless's little void on the screen.
Classic.
Yep. Every week. And then it'll probably come back when Matt signs on for some reason I don't fully understand. But whatever. Assuming Matt's coming. Is Matt coming? Who knows?
Or is Eric coming?
Eric said he was running late. He said in the Discord.
Yep.
He might be like 20 minutes late. It is sad. But we'll get by.
So,
Yeah, somehow we will live.
Trip, I posted those in the Headhunters online chat. The ones that I got coinless. His are USB. It comes
yeah,
with a
I found
USB
some
jack.
that don't look terrible for $30, but that is an entirely different subject. We're talking about headsets because I left mine in Vermont. But
This
we're not
one?
here for this isn't headset hour. This is mutants and masterminds.
Yeah. These ones were like $25 or something like two.
Hey. All right. So are we gonna get straight into it, or are we gonna wait a little bit for people to show up? Or
No, because I mean, like I said, we know Eric's gonna be like 20 minutes late. We're not waiting 20 minutes, and we have no idea.
He's going to be late.
And we have no idea how late Matt's gonna be. So.
okay,
The
then.
race is on. Who will be last?
Yes. Race to the bottom.
All right. So where did we leave off last week?
We left off with Steven trying to create Ultron.
Yeah.
And-
Ultron virus and Thanos virus, as I decided to dub the second.
Oh, okay.
Why don't I remember this?
We gotta rename it something that's less,
Copyright infringement.
copyright infringement.
Well, Thanos virus still works.
And
That's
we
also
can't-
like it's from like an ancient
Well-
like god of death.
Add the other syllable, so it's Thanatos. Yeah.
Thanatos.
Thanatos
The
virus.
Thanatos virus.
That's right, Marvel. It's we're using Greek,
Public
not
domain.
Marvel. So
The ancient Greece can sue us.
yeah, the ancient Greeks. If Zeus has a problem,
You can-
if Herodotus wants to sue us, I suppose we've nothing to do.
Guest star appearance starring with the Greek gods. The great publicity.
Oh, right, he was trying to make something, but he was trying to get Arvis to do it for him, and Arvis is like,
Well, Arvis rolled pretty decent biology checks. Is the
and
problem?
he still said that he has to be the one to make it.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
to-
yes.
Arvis
Arvis can't actually do the making of it. Oh, I see a figure. I see a. Ah, it's Eric.
Hey.
Matt managed to be later than the person who said he'd be 20 minutes late. So. Oh man.
Hey.
Cool. So anyway, yeah, we were just discussing where we left off. Meanwhile, you guys had just allowed Red the use of conference room floor that didn't exist until you guys gave him permission to use it.
Right.
And we're discussing backup, because he had asked you guys to come up with a backup plan, and you were going to start discussing a backup plan. And I believe
Just in
that...
case all the legal stuff didn't
Yeah, just in case the legal stuff didn't work out. If they went in and the city was not
the-
cooperative.
The legal justice system not working? When does that ever happen?
Especially in a post-apocalypse.
Right?
I know, right?
It was unheard of when
They can only-
the
they can only
government
make it
still
better,
existed.
Okay, enough. Harry, moving on.
Pineapple.
Tune in Monday for more of that. No, we're not.
Oh. We'll get to that. Luckily, I'll miss the first one. No, sorry. Unfortunately, I'll miss.
Just theory crafting. That'd be great.
All right. So where did we get on our? Okay. Why was Steven making this one again? I don't remember.
Oh,
It was his backup plan.
yeah. He
Yes.
decided he had his own backup plan. You guys were about to
And how was
discuss.
he gonna...
He's going to poison the water supply.
Yes.
I don't know.
He was going to put strychnine in the well because they stole his stapler.
Yep.
Yeah, if worse comes to worse, I assume. Just to be fair, it wasn't that long ago that Steven had the intelligence of a breathing rock, so this
This is
doesn't
true.
fall out of his thinking.
Actually, fun fact. Snappy had higher intelligence than Steven.
Nah.
Goodness.
Yeah. You were outsmarted by a bug. Alright, so getting into character. So 9 is alright.
So yeah, basically Red is saying, hey, I'm going to try to get this coalition. We're going to try to get clearance to go in and just straight up arrest Price and then have him stay in trial. But in case that doesn't happen, I would like to know that I'm covered. So that's what that's our job right now, is trying to figure out how to make sure that he can get out of the city safely, ideally with Price.
Yes.
So is Red in
Alright,
the room
so-
or not in the room?
Red is not in the room. Red is not on this floor. He's on another floor of the base, arranging conferences with other settlements.
So it's just our core team
Yeah,
that's in the room. Got it.
and minus Steven, who has stepped out for
To powder his nose.
to powder his nose, which was very
yes.
suspicious. But you know,
That
And
D knew
I-
there was enough powder. We're
think
expecting
I-
powder on the nose when you come back, by the way.
Depending on how the chemical
I'll roll a
experiments,
perception on that.
depending on what how the chemical rolls go, you have a lot more than just powder. Just on his face.
We're gonna what
come
what's
back
gonna
with
end up
napalm
happening
on his
is
nose.
we're gonna go to like the tide dilation wing, and Steven's gonna be dead because he won't figure out how to turn it off.
He's gonna come out like an old man and be like,
There is.
Hey, you got
"Thank
it!
God, you got here in time."
Oh yeah, because the Stephen Agent dog ears.
Oh,
Probably
no.
human.
That's not been established.
That has not been established.
You can choose accordingly on that.
Oh, I think there needs to be a GM role for that.
You're so loud.
Why, yes,
I'm
yes,
sorry.
you do.
It's okay.
Yeah, it should be
Close the
somewhere
door.
between
Oh, well,
human
wow.
aging and dog aging.
I love you, she says as she closes the doors between our offices.
So Amanda would say to the group and like ask and be like, "So here's the bigger question, guys.
Mhm.
Is I'm sure we can take on a city if we really wanted to, but the bigger question is, what happens if this jury finds him innocent? Are we okay with that? Are we going like if you find him guilty, great, but like if they find him innocent, are we okay with that?"
9's going to say, well, if the group consensus is that we're not okay with that, I'm okay with that.
Amanda would look at 9 and go, "We're in agreement on that."
Hey, for once, progress.
Strength through adversity, you know.
It's not a jury, it's a tribunal.
True.
It's something.
Is that worse? I'm assuming we're talking in character.
I didn't go to law school, so it's all the same to me. That's both in and out of character.
I think it's gonna be. I think a tribunal is more political, and it's not going to be. It's going to be more representative of the surrounding areas.
It sounds like it's going to be more biased because we're going to have politicians deciding, and they're going to be taking into account things like that are beyond whether or not Price is actually guilty. Like they're going to be considering how is this going to affect them. So this does not sound like an impartial jury of his peers.
Where are you going to get an impartial jury of his peers? Because you can't have a jury of his peers from people inside of the city walls, which is what would most likely happen.
I would say that the people on the tribunal actually be a jury of people selected from these other communities. Regular people who don't have any kind of agenda that we know of.
Is that what we're deciding, though? I feel like we're deciding.
Well, that's
Red's department.
And that might be what Red's discussing. We don't know what he's discussing and how this trial is going to be actually conducted and who's going to be meting out that judgment. But I do have faith in Red doing what is honorable and just.
Right, at least as far as he I don't know how short-sighted he might be, but I do trust his intentions. So far, he seemed liable, but anyone can make mistakes, even us. So, obviously. But okay, we could waste a day talking about that.
Yep. And I don't want if that's what the verdict is, I don't want to disrupt the region for a personal vendetta.
I don't.
Wait. Amanda's like, wait. Big government guy says when big government makes a decision, he doesn't want to disrupt that.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought you were
what
against
happened
big government.
Isn't this like exactly the kind of thing that you would blow shit up for?
Right. I feel you would blow shit up for less.
In the past,
we need a little
working
bit
with
more
right
of the
now?
old D right now.
it's not the
You don't get to pick and choose when you have the violent D.
I say roll for it. Let the dice decide what D we're working.
Nashua Center.
Nashua
Nashua Center does not govern like the entire surrounding area.
They want to, but they don't. But they have not pulled that off.
Is that what are you for government right now, D?
No, D is for stability in the area, and that is why the acolytes are going around helping the other settlements.
That's true.
So D. So you're looking at this as a greater good sort of thing. Like we lose the battle. We lose the battle of our vendetta against Price, but win the war of stability in the region. Is that it?
Yes.
Wait. Who says there's going to be there's not going to be stability in the region just because he gets off the hook?
There's going to be less stability if we attempt to murder him.
I don't know. That remains to be seen.
And
well,
I think those are not related topics.
Sometimes you have to sow a little chaos in order to do the right thing.
You got to set an example for the others.
Now, who's the domestic terrorist?
I'm just advocating offing one dude who's proven himself to be evil. I'm not talking about blowing up buildings.
I mean, to be fair, the sitting in judgment of the world starts somewhere. I mean...
Okay, so yeah, let's back up.
You will just be like, I'm not going to be involved in anything.
I support big government. I got it. Yeah. New D supports big government.
All right, let's hold on a second. We're talking about Plan Z there. Let's go back to Plan B. We need to be talking about backing up Red in case something goes wrong and he can't even arrest Price in the first place. How are we going to handle that? That is priority number one. That's literally what Red asked us to come up with, not all this other stuff.
Okay.
We give people fair notice to leave the city. Otherwise, there's gonna be chaos.
Yeah,
Amanda
like that
stands
won't
there with
take-
her arms crossed. She's completely like, we give people notice, and people should realize that while he's in power, every mutant's gonna be hitting up Nashua Center. Everyone wants to live there because it's a place to stay away from mutants. That if he stays there, that will no longer be the case.
I have a feeling like if we tell people this, he's going to get the hell out of Dodge.
Well, no, I mean turn the people against him. I guess that's what I'm going at. Like, just let the people know that if they don't give us price, then
That's making
they
a
won't
big
have peace.
assumption. That's making a big assumption of what they would do. That's creating a lot of question marks. I prefer that we do this by things that we know we can control. So let's go back to we discussed before.
Amanda's like, I'm in the wrong reality. I've got 9 taking time to think this out, and D supporting big government. She's like, I'm in the wrong reality.
Sidebar,
Damn.
9 is a lot more rational than people give him credit for. You've snapped 1 or 2 times. It's like, so, alright, so now I'm going to say, alright, the greatest asset that we have, that we know we have, is D's allies. They are very powerful, and they would absolutely be useful in this situation. Of course, we know D, you had reservations about using them for this, so, but that is your call. But I'm going to. That is my recommendation: is that we use them as an asset. That we basically install them in the city as a backup, so if things do go south, we can activate them. Hopefully, they don't have to do anything, and they can just slip out once we're done. But I'd rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them.
Amanda would look to Gina and be like, what do you think?
Gina's sort of like scratching her head.
You can't scratch your head.
I'd love to hear the narrative on that one.
Yeah.
Telekinesis.
Yeah,
she picked up. Telekinesis. She picked up a chair. She picked up a
Yeah,
chair.
picked up a fork and she's.
This is the time where Amanda realizes she really is dreaming because the big government and like 9, it's like
And
rational.
then Gina's
Oh,
pulls
it
her
is a
hand
dream.
out. That's how we're end the episode. Amanda wakes up in a
It
cold
was
sweat.
all a dream. You were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Gina just wants to get Gina just
Yep.
wants Price to get justice. She doesn't care how. She's not worried about stability or any of that fluff.
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 Did
She
she
just
say
wants
fluff? I hope
fluff.
she says fluff. I just want to see, like, wow, Gina's
All right,
She
yeah.
refers to it as- yeah,
oh,
she's
Gina's
just
got
like,
an
it's
opinion
fluff.
on this one.
Yeah. People having stable lives and not getting killed by raiders is fluff. Yeah.
She'd be all for just having D's acolytes just Leroy Jenkins the place and go after the place that way.
Wow, you guys
Amanda
are.
goes
you
to
guys
high
are,
five and then realizes there's no hand to like hit
Yeah.
back. Like, yes, I'm all for this. Oh wait.
You guys are bouncing around in your 9 squares there.
Oh yeah, but Gina sort of like snapped out of her fog that she was in last session.
Any of you that were in the lawful category are now.
Yeah, we just play
I don't
musical
think-
squares.
Was 9 ever lawful? I don't think 9 was ever, well, except for the Catholic thing. I don't think it was ever lawful.
Is there an alignment system?
Not officially.
No, not
No, but we had surmised
moment.
what our characters were based on the descriptions, and
I would-
many of us were in the lawful categories.
Yeah, but this would be like a chaotic good kind of thing, right? Or no? I think that's what we're debating. Got it.
Well, the debate is what we're going to do about Price in Nashville Center. So what is the game plan? Specifically, we are being asked to back up Red as he goes in and be able to get him and Price and everyone else with him out in case things quite likely go sideways.
I thought they were just gonna go in and go out, and then we were supposed to like wait.
I guess we're planning for if Red goes in and and Price goes, I'm not coming with you. You're
And-
staying here.
And the city
and then we gotta
supports that
bust them both
decision.
out.
Yeah, if the city supports that decision and won't turn him over.
Can we give him one of those like transportation devices to just like blip out?
I mean, that's an idea.
Can we?
We could most certainly.
Or we could just
That
like
is,
have someone fly in really quick and just snatch him.
Yeah,
yeah.
where's Gargoyle Lady?
she would want to be in on this.
That's true.
Oh,
Or we
I
have.
don't know if
we have
she'd want
five
to
shadow
be
in.
because remember, all of her golden beer bottles turned into regular beer bottles after Chris left.
oh, I thought she really wanted revenge. That was to help us.
I mean,
I thought she wanted revenge against like them.
she very much did seem as though she wanted revenge.
So I think she may be willing to overlook the swindling her for the sake of her getting a pound of flesh.
If the whole place is going up and just full on attack, I'm sure she'd be about it. If it's something less than that, I don't know if she's gonna be on board.
Then maybe we only bring her in if we have to go to Plan Z and Price gets free or something.
We just wipe Nashua Center from the map and start over.
Now, do we have
Okay,
any,
who's the terrorist?
so do we have anything to
No,
stop
I'm not trying to
Price?
terrorize anyone. I'm trying to wipe them from the map. Completely different.
So do we have anything to stop his Price's powers like we didn't have last time? Like turn them off?
Well,
or
it's not a
something?
power, it's a great bracelet that you guys forgot to take off of her, or him.
Oh. Do we need any kind of disruptor so if Red gets him, he just doesn't go beep boop 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 and quantum leaps out of there?
We'd have to know how the thing works to know how to disrupt it.
Why don't we just have
Because,
five
yeah, this is
shadow
what I'm
in and shadow
anticipating.
out? It worked to take
It
Hub
did.
Lady out.
Here's what I'm guessing will
You know
happen
what we could
is
do?
What?
We got a genetic sample of Price, right? We did do that when he was in our guest
Did we?
Right.
in
Yeah,
our
we did.
guest quarters.
Uh-huh.
Do we just program the device that we are using to get the other Williams?
Gina seconds that idea.
Wait, didn't Trip
Yeah.
Just-
out of character,
just-
didn't Trip mention that this is like how we could use
I
it as
know.
a solution for everything? And immediately Dave's like, let's use that as a solution.
I thought it was like I thought we like locked it just to the 9s or something. I thought that was like the caveat.
Well,
I
think it
appreciate
was-
that Tripper predicted this.
I know the way this group
I,
works.
I also said at the time that I wasn't going to allow it
I know.
to be used that way.
It was too funny not to mention, though.
That's true.
Dean,
I'll give you
that's
that.
the idea.
We've actually been using the system though, right? Like we set that up and we like set it off, or did we?
Oh yeah,
just
yeah, it's
lock
still
it?
running.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's a run.
I'm just
It's collecting
imagining the
Williams.
popping sound
Oh,
outside the universe.
That's pretty much. We don't have to clean the filter just yet. Like,
Yeah.
there's not. We're not a critical
Just kinda
mass
put a pin in
of
it.
Williams in that universe where we have
Yeah.
to like do something about it.
Oh, it's like
There's
one of
a
those.
Skippy.
It's a bug zapper, huh?
Oh, it's a bug zapper. It just.
Yep.
Oh wait, it zaps him. I thought it just threw him in a.
Yeah, it just drops them in a
Oh.
hole.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
just like I imagine. It's like the Loki world. With all the various Loki reflecting on
I
the
just-
world.
I just imagine like a giant void, and they just got like they just kind
It
of like
is.
got teleported into it, and now they're just like floating around and like
It is a
absolute.
it is a void. It's a reality where the Big Bang hasn't happened yet.
So, it's Loki world that's not as nice as Loki world.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's the Phantom Zone from Superman.
Is it like Squidward when he enters like the time machine white dimension, or is it just like they float around?
I don't know anything about that reference.
The SpongeBob episode where like
Same.
Squidward gets.
I don't watch Spon. I've never watched Spon. I don't know what about me makes you think that I've ever watched SpongeBob. But
I just kind of assume everyone does.
that'll do it.
It's a classic, you know.
you do say pineapple a lot, and there's a pineapple under
Alright,
the sea.
so here it is.
So plan.
He never had that idea.
We disguise ourselves
So,
as
what
Girl
other-
Scouts, knock on the gates of Nashua Center, saying that we're selling cookies. Get Bryce to open to answer the door.
I'm looking at D's icon, and I just kind of like, yeah, I'm looking at D, and be like, no, I can't, no.
Hey,
Amanda's like, I can't get the mental image out of my mind.
I
No.
am channeling my inner Steven right now.
I was gonna be like, if Steven was here, like, he'd be like, wait, I think he's on to something. I mean, the statue idea would still work.
Huh.
From
I think you do what works. Use the 5 plan or the yeah, go with the 5 plan. Portal in, snatch them, snatch red at least, and then portal out, and then.
Well, remember, Red's gonna have
okay.
posse
Here-
of people with him. He's gonna have his other marshals.
Well,
with
we
him.
don't know.
Well, that's not going to fix the problem. Our goal is if red can't, our goal is to get red out if it goes south. Like that's our primary goal, and then yeah, it'd be nice to get Price
Well,
as
our
well.
goal is to
but-
get both red, Price.
Well,
We want to get both. The problem is, if things go, Price is immediately going to teleport.
to where?
Well, that you guys don't know, I guess.
Yeah, we don't know that, but like, assume he tell back to Nashua Center, which okay, but
So here's another question.
Uh-huh.
I don't. Okay.
Can we make a copy of Arvis and make it a portable version? And Arvis has the ability to prevent teleportation. So
Make
would that
Arvis a jammer.
would that
Well,
make
the
it
base
impossible?
has the ability. The base has the prevent it.
I thought that was due to
If the base has the ability to do it, it's Arvis who actually controls it.
So the base is equipment that Arvis uses.
It's not Arvis himself.
Okay, so functionally, the base is Arvis's body,
Oh, okay.
is what it actually is.
So could we clone, like, make a temporary copy of Arvis for that purpose, so that Arvis accompanies as a portable teleport jammer to prevent Price from
Well, okay, so
teleporting out?
that now that does raise the question. So, okay, as I said, if the base can do it, then Arvis is controlling it, but it does matter whose sheet it's on.
Okay.
Is the teleport jamming on the base stats sheet or on the Arvis sheet? If it's on the Arvis sheet, then yes, that will work. If it's not, then no, that won't work because Arvis won't have access to the tech that actually does that. Like, is Arvis controlling tech that's on the basis sheet, or is Arvis innately able... Does Arvis himself have the ability to...
Looks like it's on the base because it's sealed level 12, right?
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah.
does that?
Yeah, so that's on the base then. That's not on
So
Arvis'
it's
sheet.
something
So Arvis would need something portable that can actually make that happen. Like, Arvis can control whatever you give it. Whatever you give that ability to. But Arvis
I
would
mean,
need something to
that's
have it.
12 EP, right?
So we're
No, sealed...
and
Alright,
up
so
and forward.
in that case, no. Because sealed is a base trait. It's
Okay.
not a portable trait. You would have to actually have something like Nullify, Teleport, or something. Which is a power, which means it does not cost the same as it does on the base.
No, it would be substantially more expensive items.
But can we make a piece of equipment that does that?
Yeah, you can make a piece of equipment that does the nullify thing, but yeah, you would have to build the power.
Didn't the other team make one already? And can we use that? Isn't that our workshop?
No, they made something that nullified powers within a space, but it's also not in your workshop because they borrowed it last session. I mean, it was theirs anyway, but yeah, they're actively using it right now.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
At a Home Depot, incidentally.
Oh goodness! You know what? I'm gonna go in the lab and I'm gonna see Steven. This is gonna be interesting.
Well, no,
So
that's a quick question. Steven, are you doing that? Are you trying to make a chemical are you trying to make a biological agent using following the directions from Arvis?
What? No, of course not. I'm making 2.
Okay.
Deception roll. Deception roll.
I'm making. I'm making 2. Wait, I just like stop. Like I stop. I turn. I see. I'm like, wait, what are you? I'm powdering my nose in here. He's like trying to cover my tracks.
Well, D's not in there yet. D's trying to figure this out. Like,
Then
how to do this
then I'd be
nullify
making the
things.
rolls for whatever I need, which would be technology or
So it's
history.
it's biology.
Which is still based off your intelligence.
It is still
So
based
it'd
off your
be-
intelligence. It's also not a it's not a skill that you can use untrained, unless you have Jack of all
unless you have
trades.
Jack of all trades.
So can I just not do the biology, or do I just make a different roll?
So yeah, you just can't. Like you can't do it functionally.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. Like Arvis is telling you, okay, well, if you want to make this agent, here's what you're gonna do, and you're seeing a bunch of like words that have like 8 syllables in them, and you don't even know where to
Okay.
start.
I have a great idea. I'll just substitute the complexities of chemical engineering, and I'll start just mixing a bunch of stuff together. What colors
Or-
do I see? And I don't remember if Steven's colorblind.
Could just get Jack of all trades advantage. It costs you 1 point, but not a character.
But
Fine, you do you.
so I would like to take like I forget what it is because Steven's like, okay, does he have like the blueprint? Like, is there anything like he can just like be like, okay, this is what he meant
Be
by
like a
things.
recipe, wouldn't it?
It's more like a recipe, yeah, and a lot of it is just like straight up, genetic material or
Can I just,
organic
like-
compounds and stuff like
So-
that.
Steven was wondering if he could grab like a vial of the scar stuff.
Okay,
That, like,
the scar stuff. What do you mean the scar stuff?
well, you remember how there's like the radioactive mutation material from the scar?
Oh, that's not a material, and it's not
Oh,
radioactive.
That's his
Or not
exposure.
the, but what is it exactly? Like, was
It's
it like,
just a trait of the scar itself.
oh, okay.
Like Fallout, but
Oh yeah, I'll
not.
take some of the mutant I don't know, a vial of. Honestly, Steven was just planning on taking a bunch of stuff that like he knew was labeled as dangerous.
I mean, he can do that.
Yes, he'll do that.
That does not surprise
I can't advise it, but he can do it.
And the thing that's the most glowy out of all the ones, everyone looks the most glowy. And then he just gonna, and he clearly could. I don't know like how much time he had, but if the option was provided, he probably would say, "Ah, none of these are big enough. I need a pot from the kitchen."
Okay.
He's gonna leave the work.
I mean, he has a little bit of time, yeah.
Yeah, he probably was just gonna like grab a pot from the kitchen, bring it back, and start just like chucking a bunch of stuff in it.
Okay.
You start
Are
shaking.
we in the living area where he would get said pot? Do we see him coming out and like going for the pot, or is that like a separate room?
There's
Because we kind of had a kitchen.
yeah, there's
living
it's
room
a
bed.
kitchen in the living area that doesn't have a wall
Yeah.
separating it. So yeah, go ahead and give me perception checks. Go ahead and give me a stealth when you
This
go to get the
time-
pot.
Nice. Let's get some rolls in.
Okay. I didn't say.
Let's bring the dice in on this.
Am I allowed to shrink for this one or no?
Yeah, as long as you declare it before.
Yeah, he declared it.
I
before
wish
when we rolled.
I wish to go into the room shrunk.
Okay.
And just like I just imagine like grabbing the pot, tiny, and just walking.
Ah,
Just like a pot, like just kind of.
Hold on.
Okay.
What am I doing?
I'm
Perception?
gonna switch to my
Do you?
small.
What's your strength score when you're small?
I think it only goes down by like 1.
Okay, what is it though?
I have like base is 3. So
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be fine then.
even if it's like a -2, which it shouldn't be.
so you can still lift a pot very easily.
Yeah.
Please be not garbage.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow, yeah, there you go. So yeah, none of you notice a pot in the kitchen go.
I would love to see like the actual video of that, of like us all having this discussion, and then all of a sudden like the cabinet.
Yeah,
door
we're
opens and a
we're
pot just kinda
distracted.
walks out.
It's just like an Ant-Man scene, honestly.
Yeah, complete total. Fantasy.
Okay, so I take the pot and I just kind of like I just hop on the disc like. I start like checking a bunch of the chemicals together in it.
Okay.
And thinking, okay,
All right.
should I make a roll for what chemicals I grab? Or
No, I feel like this is gonna be a series of rolls that I have to do.
Yes. Yes.
Oh boy.
You seem to think that's a good thing.
Of course it is. At what point did anyone think that this plane was going to be something Steven could control?
That's fair. Chaos.
Okay.
Is middle.
I will let you do this, Steven.
Yes.
High or low?
High, obviously.
Okay. Okay.
High chance of unstableness. High probability of it going wrong.
All right, so you guys can roleplay out. You guys can roleplay out what you're doing while I figure out what he just made.
And we would just sideline the GM for the next 30 minutes.
Now,
So it looks like the device is going to be like 48 EP.
Wow. Wait, what's the
Oh.
radius on that puppy?
Whatever 12 ranks is,
Is that big?
Alright.
Yeah.
because it's
We can look that up.
the area effect is 1
12
EP.
ranks of area?
No, it's area
Because the rank doesn't. Go ahead, keep going. Go ahead.
yeah, the area modifier is +1 per rank of
Oh, you have it as a
Nullify.
+1 per rank. Got it.
yeah.
Alright, so,
So it would be-
12 ranks would be 16 miles? Really? Seems
Well-
like a lot for Nashua Center, I think.
Because it's
That's all of Nashua, probably.
the
I don't know.
area effect is based on the ranks in Nullify. The same thing goes with selective, because we want to make sure that Red would be able to portal out if he needs to with his people. And then we
Okay.
have to have it be affect teleport and portal, because we don't know how Price
He-
Price
What
is.
mechanism if he does
Yeah.
it? Right.
he didn't go to
check.
portal. Video. They don't go to portal. He just tell.
Yeah.
But if he just has the power to teleport, like through like technological means,
I mean, you guys watched him push a button on his
That's
wrist.
what he does.
He had a
Yeah.
thing on his wrist, and
would
he pushed the
nullify
button.
even affect it if it's not like power?
Or can we just
I think game mechanic.
nullify technology?
You can nullify technology.
Yes, that
in a
is a
certain
thing.
way.
Okay, so let's do area selective technology.
Now, in order for it to actually be technology, you're gonna have to make it broad as well.
So that's going to be
Because
still 48 points, because
No, but the radius will be smaller, right? Or are you
No.
having both the radius and broad? Because those are two
No,
separate.
no, broad, it means just that it's any technology instead of a specific technology.
Right, but so that's more.
No, they're
Now,
all.
is it selective? Otherwise it's
Okay.
selective, otherwise
be
it's going to
expensive.
kill all technologies in the radius.
Selective.
Now we got
yeah.
the D. We got the D. We're used to.
Selective is you can choose the targets.
Yes.
So
he's asking if you
again,
have that.
So if it's
Yes.
selective.
No, he's got selective.
No, I
so
have
yeah, we're
selective
good.
because I want it to appear normal to anybody that's like doing stuff, and then if Red needs to nullify any other technology, he'll have the ability to.
All right. Do you have?
Otherwise, you basically.
I missed that last part. You broke up.
Yeah.
That's it. Otherwise, you basically made him.
Yes.
All right. Does it have a duration?
Can
Isn't that
anyone
in the
hear
book?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're coming in and out sometimes, but we can hear you right now.
Hang on.
So do you want 12 rings? Because that's what the base has. So that goes against.
You should note that if you give it the same stats as the base had, he did teleport out of the base already.
Yes, but we didn't have that enabled until after he left.
That's true.
So we don't know.
I
mean-
feel like that's a slight, subtle nod from Tim.
Nah.
It could be right.
Yeah, that's probably.
We
probably it.
could just make it whatever. What's the max rank that we could do this for our 23?
Okay, so
What's the value of me?
it's an area attack, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if it's an area attack, then its rank determines its attack and effect. So since that can only be double, essentially your max rank on this thing is your power level. Is the party power level, series power level.
So 13 would be the max rank that we can do then.
Right.
What if
Okay,
he's
so
like-
we'll do
What if he like
we'll
outranks
do
us?
13.
Because can he like? Isn't he like super
Well, he
high
does.
rank?
He was super high ranked. So
Yeah, so
there's a
anybody,
chance that this is gonna fail.
I mean, there's always a chance of things fail.
There's always a
Yeah,
chance, yeah.
that's true.
Because if he rolls a 20, he automatically
Right.
beats it. But it's better than nothing, right?
Right.
So 13 ranks, area selective, technology broad is
Dad,
52 points.
What?
where'd the paper plates go?
They're on the counter or in the thing,
In the thing?
all the way over there. The shelves.
Oh, okay.
So do you guys want to do 52 points?
52 points. How much is that a person?
52 EP divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. Is that 8? No, 7.
We could also like team up and then like hit it till it dies. It's a strategy.
Yeah.
Wait. Hit what? Team up and hit what?
Hit like if we hit like the universe very hard, it would break, and we wouldn't have to.
I'll be right
It's-
back.
Price.
Yeah, it's 8. It's 8 points. And then we would have a remainder of 4. So 4
So
people
that's-
would
Yeah,
have
but
to
we're
pay,
only going to use
9.
this once, right?
That's
Yeah,
it.
and then
Yeah. I mean,
So is this like to
sure. So this is
prevent?
just we're just jamming all technology.
So we're
Yeah,
giving this
essentially.
to red?
No, we're
To
gonna.
use, yeah.
Well, red goes. Well, no. Why would we give it to red? Because if red gets captured, then red might not have a chance to use it. Would it be smarter for us to keep it?
It would be on though. He'd be like, it would be selective, and it would be on. Because what are we?
But we
Is
should
that
keep it, not him. We just like be outside of it, right?
isn't that just gonna cause like more panic if everything gets shut off and then he's like, wait, something's
Well, that's
suspicious.
why it's selective. So that
Well, I mean, even if it's just price, like, wouldn't it kind of defeat the purpose of taking him in peacefully? Because then he'd immediately be like,
well, wouldn't
you're not trying to take me peacefully."
Well, that's
right? But
he's
it's
already kind of screwed that pooch
but
when
if
red tried to take him and he didn't. He
so,
didn't go along.
it's an
Oh, it's
instant
after the
effect,
fact.
right? So if red's like if Price is like, no, I'm not going to come willingly.
Ah, okay.
Red turns like basically turns on the device then and there, nullifying his wristband
Potentially.
potentially.
Oh, so you're worried that Price is going to pop as soon as red asks the question. He goes, "Nope,
Well, I
no,
mean,
thank you."
I'd be more surprised if Price even responds. It'd be like Red's just like, "So we're taking you," and he's like, "Interesting," but and just leaves. It's just like why would he just
Well,
like just
I
hits
mean,
the
Well,
button?
there's always
let's
a
turn
chance,
it.
but-
Let's turn it on before red even walks into town. So red walks into town. We
But if he
turn it
does
on.
that and Price notices, then he'll just like immediately start like a violent situation because it would immediately escalate. And when this is entirely meant to be like, okay, we're gonna prove it's not gonna escalate. We're gonna like it's like Red's supposed to be the guy that goes in with like the most safe and effective method. If we tamper with that, it has the highest likelihood of coming back to bite us. So if we like,
right.
because
That's
if
why
he
I
has a
want
piece of
red
really
to have
advanced,
it.
but if he has
Okay.
it and they notice, then they'd be like, oh, you're doing something.
Okay. Yeah. Now I understand.
I'm just
It
trying
makes
to like
sense.
point
No, it
out
makes
the
sense.
fact of like if Red's the guy that we're sending in to solve it peacefully, and we give him a method that would make Price suspicious, isn't that kind of making the whole point of sending in Red?
You're sideways,
Because
Trooper.
we could just blow up the city. Like it's kind of like
my iPad was not.
like if we're gonna use it, we might as well use it for an attack rather than use it for like a peaceful situation that only could cause more issues.
I think that's fair.
This is out of
No.
control.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. You guys explained it. Thank you.
If
All right,
peace
so
guy is there for
who's-
peace, he should not be bringing gun.
Uh-oh. Trip.
Who's paying what?
I mean, I'll pay the 8.
Because
But
I,
everyone's
usually
paying
put
it.
in- I usually always put in an extra point for everything.
So are we? I just
But
don't
we're
know.
not using. We're only using your points for that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just not
All
sure
right,
if
well,
it's like.
consider it paid for, and then it's going to be destroyed after.
Well, it's either gonna work or it's not.
Eh.
So this jams all teleports. So 5 can't teleport in. You can't teleport in.
It's selective.
So are you making? You don't have to make it broad if it only nullifies teleport.
No, it's nullifying technology. So it's because we're assuming that his wristband is technology based and triggers something. So it's going to essentially nullify
all technology.
his wristband.
Okay.
So I'm going to call this technology nullification field generator.
So are we giving it to Red? Or are we?
Yes.
Well, when
Okay.
we do that, so
It will look
okay.
like a exploding vest bomb. I'm sure that'll go.
All I'm thinking is just like if Price is like really really smart, I don't see why he wouldn't see this coming. Like all I'm saying is if we set up stuff that could like mess with Price, like at all, like in the process of doing the peaceful solution, like if we add caveats to the peaceful solution, Price being smart and having a bunch of stuff would probably notice it
Well-
immediately and wouldn't immediately the peaceful solution lose a lot of
while you're discussing this, I'm gonna go and I'm going to ask Red if he has a moment to discuss something.
That makes sense. Talk about that.
And
'Cause he might
I
maybe
will
want
tell
to.
him about the device that we're thinking of making, and I will ask him, what do you want it to look like? It's preferably, we would like it to be concealed on your person, so that if in the event that things do not go smoothly, you can nullify Price's technology so that he cannot escape.
Okay. So you're gonna go up and try to talk to Red.
Yes.
Okay. Given the amount of time that has passed. All right. When you walk into the conference room, Kate is there, like sorting out some stuff, and you don't see Red.
Ah, crap.
She's gonna greet you. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, we were looking for Red.
Oh, he's currently in which town was it? Let me look.
Friedare?
No.
I'm waiting for Kate to say, did you guys see that pot walking across the room like that?
We can't make spaghetti now.
Anyone know where that pot went?
Ghost pot.
Oh, Hudson. He's currently in Hudson, discussing, trying to get some people trying to get them to send delegates here.
Oh, okay. Are you going to be accompanying him into Nashua? No, I don't think that's going to be a good idea.
Probably not.
No,
Not a good
I'm not going to be
cat,
going with him.
Full-grown tiger going.
Is Red's sister going to be going with him?
He hasn't talked to her yet, but I suspect he will.
So I'll pitch the plan to Kate, who is very close, as we know, to Red, and be
Wink,
like, what do you think? We'd like this to be concealed on Red in case something goes south. What do you think it should look like?
Well, presumably you want it to be something that he won't have to take off if they ask us to disarm at the gate.
Correct.
Can you make it look like a buckle?
Sure.
A belt buckle.
All right. So I'm going to do my technology roll here, and I'll go into the lab. And when I go into the lab,
And
I'm
that's-
going to do a perception check.
Okay. So, Steven, you can try to make a stealth check, but you're not going to be small while you're doing the experiment.
Okay. I can pull
So
her
do
out
I
of two
notice
ways.
that it's a
Although
mess?
hilarious.
Yes.
Is the lab a mess? What do I see when I walk into the lab? That's the first question.
Okay, so based on how much time has passed and how much stuff he's been throwing into a thing, what? Yeah, it's very obvious what you're doing. So you walk in just as he's like pouring in some like green glowy chemical, and he sees you and goes, "Oh hey!"
I'm just making my nose powder for the nose powdering.
Uh,
Yeah.
At about that point, you're gonna start seeing steam coming from the bucket, the pot. And Steven, give me a dodge check.
Hopefully, I'm far enough away where I don't
was
have
waiting-
to.
Dodge.
That was stealth.
An actual roll.
Yeah, roll dodge. Okay. Good. All right, you get out of the way as the bottom of the pan kind of gives way and it corrodes out of the bottom of the pan and starts pouring off the counter. And it's going to start like eating at the counter as well, and the pan is starting to kind of melt into it.
So D's gonna look at that and like, is that Five's good pan?
Right.
Well, it was. I thought it was a pot.
Or pot, yeah.
Yeah, pot.
Very.
It just looks like a pan now.
Yeah.
It's a convertible.
Now it's a cylinder.
It's a cookie cutter. A very large cookie cutter.
And D will be like, you better replace that before Five finds out. He's not gonna be happy about this.
It's fine. It's like, look, it's still usable. Like, lifts it up. It's like,
It has no bottom on it. It's like,
if you think about it,
And
now
other than that,
now it holds infinite space.
and other than
bottomless soup.
That's what I thought.
D's just gonna be just like shaking his head like amateurs and like just like Steven's being Steven. I don't care.
Wow.
Steven is quite obviously gonna like slink up beside you, holding the two blueprints, and just kind of like that one kid who's trying to cheat off his friend in math class. Like, hey, on an unrelated question, could you like just like do this for real fast? It's like a new recipe online, I think. Could you make these for me real fast?
D will
What is
take
that?
a
A
look
perception?
at.
Insight?
Well, first it's biology to figure out what it
Yeah,
is.
no. Yeah,
If you want to figure out what it is, that's a
D's gonna
biology
look
check.
Come
at
on, that one.
the blueprints, and he's gonna do a biology check. It's just gonna show up as intellect.
Yeah, you know exactly what that is. That is definitely a biological agent that is supposed to be like distributed through water.
Can I tell what the intended effect is going to be, though?
Pretty much, yeah.
So this is like knockout, right? It's gonna knock out the population.
No, I believe he had something slightly more insidious in mind, but
I said there was two types. There's the fear toxin,
right,
and there's the mutation gene.
yeah.
I feel like
Mutagen.
I feel like D would say, "Oh no, that's a double bond over there. Not, you got that all wrong." Like, no, let me correct your secret process.
No, because Arvis already calculated all that.
Well, just
so
because Arvis
D will
you can
know that it's correct.
Well,
Well, that's an assumption.
yeah. The mutagenic thing is definitely like theoretical. Like
Okay.
the fear toxin one, you're looking at and you're like, okay, yeah, this is definitely like he's trying to make fear toxin, and I think this would actually work. And the other one is like you're pretty sure he's trying to like mutate people, but you're not entirely sure if it would work.
Okay, so D will look at like the mutation one, like I don't know if this is gonna work. It just kind of throws it. He'll look at the fear toxin one, and he'll be like, "Okay, what are you now, the scarecrow?"
It's like I'm just making a recipe.
So you want to create mass hysteria?
Arvis told me to do
Do you
it.
think
and I'm
that's
pointing
going?
Arvis told me to do it, he says.
Press F to
Yeah,
doubt.
this is going to be a terrible, terrible roll off of deception because my deceptions. So you have.
You don't counter with deception. You counter with insight.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you. Very
Oh
good.
no.
No.
Okay, come on, deception. Ah! Wait, can I hero
This is
point
good.
that?
Yes, you can hero point it right up until I tell you what it means.
Oh dear lord.
Priceless. Wait.
That is
Plus
the
10
first
though.
time. That is the first time that I've seen a hero point being used that doesn't go above 10.
Even with applying the automatic plus 10 for being a hero
I
point, that's a
know.
9. Oh
Does
my
that mean we get
goodness.
to add another 10 to that?
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, that's an award there. We need to give you some kind of award for that.
So D will just be like, I highly doubt it. So
I just
D
imagine
will
Arvis
be
just plays
just
back
like-
the footage. He just pulls out a screen.
You guys gotta see this.
So D will be like, we're trying to prevent mass hysteria. And he will just slowly rip up the plans.
As he's ripping it up, I'm just gonna slowly
I'm
walk
not
towards
making
the
this.
theoretical.
I'm not making this for you.
I'm gonna walk towards the theoretical one, just kind of like kick it under a desk. So can't tear it up.
All right, hold on. That's a perception.
Hey! Oh wait, that was. I saw the -1 again. I'm like, no. Stealth.
Wow. That rolls out now.
I like kick it into his face.
Rolls out.
Things are not going your way
You're not gonna use a
today.
hero point for that.
No, this is beautiful. Why would I use it?
This is like a perfect result, really.
Like, you kick the desk with all your might and just leave it
And the
dead
paper's
there.
still staying there.
He will just like kind of look at him and be like, "Get out of my lab."
I feel at this point Luke could walk in and be like, the door would open, Luke could walk in and be like, "Hey Dad, I got the other pot you wanted." And then you look at the scene and be like, "Never mind," and you run, you drop the pot and run away.
He will just point. Go.
Just runs away. I like grab Steve and I pull like that, like lift. I mean, I lift up Luca. And you just like put him over my head, just running out.
And if this scene went on any longer, eventually all the kitchen stuff would be in the lab.
I could see that now if
All
I
right.
go into the kitchen and be like, "Where the hell's all my shit?"
Yeah. I walked away for 5 minutes.
All right, with my technology roll of
Whatever it was.
3, how long does it take me to make?
Well, technology roll doesn't determine how long it takes. Technology determines whether or not you can make it. Complexity determines duration.
Okay.
What are you making? So it's 55 points or whatever.
58 or 52 points.
52 points. All right. Yeah, that's that'll take you a few hours.
Okay. So
Which
it,
means a few seconds.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a few
click.
seconds. Okay, so I will have based the the buckle off of my best recollection of what Red's belt buckle looks like, so
Okay.
that it's a pretty close replica of that. I will go back up to the conference room and I will hand it to Kate, and I will show her where to activate it and explain to her what to explain to Red.
Okay.
So do we all take
I will
league
go-
points off for it already, or?
As long as you have 8 EP available, I think we're good, because it's only going to be used for this session and then it's going to go away. So, I will let Tim override that.
I do want it to actually be on the sheets until it is removed,
Okay.
just in case.
I wish I could see EP properly on my sheet, but it's always confusing. I can't find it.
Well,
Um,
I have.
I put it under advantages. That's usually
You put
where
it
I do
under
that.
advantages, and then you
It's
just make
equipment,
sure
and
that
then-
you multiply it by
so
5.
if you scroll down where it says equipment, vehicles, and headquarters,
So I have 7 points. So it's 35 EP.
yeah.
Okay, and then
This is
how
costing
many
us
points have
8
I
EP
invested?
It's gonna cost.
for nullify. Heck.
It's going to cost.
8 EP, right?
8. Yeah.
2.
So if you-
people, 8.
I got it.
4 people, 9.
Okay, I'll pay 9. What the heck? Um,
If I even have that, because I have used all of my PowerPoints, and I see how many equipment points I have left.
I mean, I can spend more on it.
Yeah, I can
it's only
spend a bit
one-time
more.
thing. I have 8 extra available. Well, I don't plan to use any more equipment.
I have like 3 EP points. I think.
Yeah, I'll cover another. I'll throw another 8 in if it's a.
Let me see how many I have here. 22, 24.
Because I don't have to buy anything more right now.
Most of my equipment points are just for the
45.
communicator and like the base stuff.
Yeah, I don't
50.
tend to use the communicator anyway, so like that'd be the.
yeah, I don't even have one.
Tank has gun. It's a tiny.
55,
Yeah, but I don't have the points.
65.
I haven't spent the points on it, so I don't actually have. It doesn't function.
Right, same.
All right,
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna add
I'll
2
invest
more
60.
equipment points, which is 90 EP, so I can actually pay for this because apparently I have a crap ton of equipment that I'm paying for.
Yes, I have
Oh,
exactly
and-
3 EP left.
I will pay 10 EP towards that.
So I'm throwing
So-
16 at it total. So how much is that?
That's 26. That's half.
I've thrown 9, but I can throw more.
I'll just throw like. For now, I can put in more if you guys need me to, but like I have like, how much?
How many EP is it per PowerPoint?
I
5.
get like 2 points.
5. I could throw in like 10 or 15.
There you go. I think that's enough, right?
Yeah, 9 is
16,
max.
26.
I have nothing left.
If Tim puts in 10, that's
I can put in 10. Yeah.
36, and then we have 16 to divide among 4 people.
If
So
we
how
if we
many do
never
you need
use
to put in?
Just put in 10.
10?
Put in
Okay.
two.
All right, so I'll do 15. Just a nice round number.
Okay.
if
I
we
can
never
only
use
get
the
3.
dimensional communicator, I can turn it off and like drop in the points that would be for that.
Well, I mean, we don't hardly ever use the communicator,
That's true.
No.
so
Mhm.
I'll just
Yeah, if you leave your communicator at the base for right now, then you
Or even
can
if
just free
you
up
can
all
just-
of those points.
Yeah. But you
I
can
just, like,
also
say-
just keep it in your pocket and not use it.
Yeah.
so I just put it at
In his pocket of holding. You just
If you zero it out functionally, it can be anywhere you want it to be. It just won't work.
It's
Yeah.
decorative.
alright. I just
so
took the point count.
like-
off.
yeah, in all of my descriptions for my equipment, I put the actual cost, and then if I have it equipped, then I have the actual cost point, the point cost, in that box,
Yeah.
so that it counts against my EP.
Doesn't let me put it in as 0. No, it does not. Never mind. Okay. So I can just dump the 21 points since I'm just keeping it off. Or wait, 23 actually, because it'd be the remaining points.
Well,
Yeah.
don't go crazy buying equipment points. If
Well, no,
I mean,
this
the
is
goal
just like
is
it cost 21 points for the dimensional communicator to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always left it on, so I just
So
turned
he's
it
just
off.
reallocating. He's just reallocating
Yeah.
it.
okay. Reallocate.
Just
Go
reallocating
for
the
it.
20 and the 2 extra points that I'd never used. So
Okay.
23.
Okay.
Bam.
So we
Well,
have more than enough points. We'll figure. I don't remember what the math
So,
was.
One time boom thing.
I
That's
think
what I'm. Yeah.
if you just put it, I think we had like 16 remaining. If you just put 16 points in, or it might even be less than that now,
Right.
because 31.
Well, it's definitely less than that because I threw
41.
5 at that 16.
Can you put some like invisible LEDs on there for me with the points?
Ah.
A little extra. Just make it look really nice, you know. Because he said
Make it
it's one
look like
time,
a-
so I just like take it off anyways
Yeah.
after.
It's got a scrolling marquee on it. It'd be
It's
great.
it's paid for, but so D will go back to the lab real quick. He'll
That's 60.
clean up after Steven, and he'll
And 5 walks in, sees you. It's like,
so
wait, it's not what it looks
no
like.
how does the pot look now?
Oh, it's ruined.
Did it continue to corrode and like melt?
Yeah.
So it's probably there's nothing left of it.
I mean, there's some. It's not corroding
Okay.
that fast, but yeah.
Okay, so
It's definitely
So,
separated from the base, and the bottom is significantly reduced and corroded.
he'll clean off at what he can, and he'll pick it up and bring it to he'll walk out and be like, "Hey, 5, I found one of your pots." He'll look at Steven. You want to explain this?
Steven phases through the wall.
Like the Homer on the hedge.
That's
Don't
right.
worry about it.
Yeah, it's like phased back.
And Luca's just standing there as he phases into the wall. Luca's like, Dad.
He comes back out, and he just like grabs him and just like phases through it.
Nice.
So I'll tell the group that like I've constructed the item. I've given it to Kate to give to Red. He'll have it on him for the meeting with Price, and he's currently off trying to find people for the tribunal.
Well, since you're finished making that, can you child-proof the kitchen?
Luca's not the problem.
Can you Steven
I never said it was Luca.
I mean,
I never accused
we
Luca.
could probably just put on those child locks, and it
No
would
one-
probably
No,
confuse
yeah, you
Steven enough.
The way he's been
It's
rolling,
like-
he'll never get
That's
it.
what I was.
They'll be like, there's only one solution. I just phased through it. Like I used my power. It's like I couldn't figure it out, but you can't. It's the
How do
only
you
way.
childproof
I could-
that?
I can see
And-
Steven now walking up to the lock and being like, my nemesis, you returned.
He's gonna
But
turn
I'm
huge and
prepared
rip
for
it
you.
off.
Just like giant slime.
How do we equate child proofing to the equipment points?
Honestly, like Steven's like the one character. Like he's the worst for keeping him out of places, because he has like every method to get in.
That's true.
He can phase through
That
it.
is true.
And if he can't phase through it, if there's any gap, he can slosh through it. So it has to be airtight and nullified.
I like the fact that slosh is now a verb. We slosh through it.
Sloshily pass through. Yeah.
Alright, so what's next? So the buckle's in place. Red's on his way.
Operation The Price is Red as a go.
So Amanda would be like, so we just sit here and wait? Is that the plan? Are we? She's like, can we actually go to sleep and have a nap? It's like, can we
Yeah.
actually have the rest of the evening off?
Hey Tim, I posted the description of that
Ah,
into,
sweet. I see it.
group
Yeah.
so that you have it available for your Reds. And hopefully I built it right.
Okay. Cool.
So
this-
do you think that's good enough of a plan?
yeah, I feel like this is it. This is like send in red time, or like wait?
Well, so this is to prevent. This prevents Price from teleporting away.
But we still haven't decided how we're going to give Red support. Like,
Yeah.
we've got to be able to. I still say it would have to be the our best asset. I mean, we can be ready and on the scene, but if we're going up against that many of their forces, we really need our own force, and we only have one such group available.
I mean,
Everyone,
I assume if like things go wrong, like if they don't do it in mass, at least like every other faction would at least be like conscious that this group is now a threat. So I mean that would be like stage 1 of the war. It's probably not the best thing to like. Again, we're trying to do peaceful solution, so maybe bringing an army to their front steps isn't exactly like
well,
the
no,
most.
no. That's not what we're saying.
Okay.
What we're saying is we need to have a plan B ready in case Red is unable to successfully get Price.
So here's the question: Red was talking to Missy and Marshall. When we left them,
Correct.
They had radios, so I mean we can call Missy and Marshall and see what was discussed.
That's probably a good next step, just to get us in that direction, to see what they think, whether this would even be possible.
So I guess I'll radio Missy and Marshall and ask them, like, hey, what was discussed with you and Red while we were off doing our thing?
Primarily, we talked about ways to be involved in bringing stability to the region. We talked about the threat Boston presents and the Blood Brothers and shoring up some defenses at places like Free Dairy and apparently Amherst has gone dark. Like, no one has heard from them in a little while, so we were discussing the possibility of investigating that.
Okay. Did he mention Nashua Center at all?
He told us that we talked about the importance of it to the region and how there was apparently some disruption happening right now. Last we talked, he didn't know what was going on with that yet, and we hadn't sent anyone in yet.
Okay, so we presented him evidence of Price's, we'll call them atrocities or crimes against humanity, and his plan is to act as his official capacity as a marshal to arrest Price, to bring him before a tribunal for judgment. Should things go south, what are your thoughts of intervening? And I have concerns about that possibility of your intervention working against all of the recent work that you have already accomplished in regaining the region's trust.
Well, I mean, that depends on whether or not they know it's us.
And if you are able to help intervene in the event of something bad, you're certain that it would not you would not be identified as the rogue faction.
Yeah, so we have about 10 people in the Nashua Center military, embedded in the military.
Okay, so you have sleeper agents then.
We would just have to activate them.
Okay, so we can count on those folks. You'd be willing to support Red in that capacity.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Missy. Tell everyone we said hi.
Will do. Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Tell everyone we said hi.
Right.
He's so reformed.
Yes.
I gotta
Going
I gotta
straight
keep
Apostle Paul on this one.
keep
Yeah.
in touch
You
with
doing
my
okay?
people. All right.
You doing okay?
Hey, that went a lot better than my speech. All right. Got it. So I'll look at.
You know you have a secretary too there. Like they introduced you to her.
Oh, I forgot.
He's a
about that.
he's a person of the people. He likes to get his hands dirty and make those house calls.
All right.
Not
So
good,
did
but-
the rest of us hear that conversation?
Yes, you would have been on speaker. Yes.
So I'll say, okay, well, we'll need to get in contact with those 10 guys to let them know exactly what's happening. Obviously, I think those are going to be our key assets.
Yeah, and we can do that through Marshall.
Okay. I would think. I mean, I'm always of the mindset that more is better. Like, if we can have more assets, great. If not, we'll make do. But possibly with the 10 of them and with us, we may have the assets we need to make this successful should things go sideways.
Well, I mean, you can approach Demona if you want to.
I don't feel like we should bring her in unless we have to go to Plan Z of trying to get Price if he escapes, because I don't think she'll handle this very delicately.
Yeah,
Right,
She's kind
and-
of a wild card.
So
I mean,
my
she's
main-
also kind of distracting.
That is also true.
I mean, yeah, if you want to, as long as we can keep collateral damage to a minimum. All right. If it's the National Center military that are involved, they're perfectly fair game.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Wait a second. He's supporting. All right,
The
keep going.
the people working for Price are all fair game.
It's like the whole town. All right, sure.
Basically, sure. Yes. Yes.
Well,
But-
that would be the military then.
Yes. Yes. But D definitely wants to keep collateral damage to a minimum. It's going to be bad enough that there's going to be mass panic.
Okay.
So, I do not recommend that Amanda goes to the bar to contact Demona, by the way.
Well, again, we don't know if we're going to need to do that yet. That's we'll leave that for the future.
So
Because I would prefer to have a sober Amanda in case.
are you sure about that? I mean, be
Yes.
like, as she pulls out the flask, and like takes a little sip.
So we say that Operation The Price is Red should begin and let the dominoes fall as they may.
Well played. I think that should be the title of the next. The Price is Red.
I should make an alcohol nullify area effect. Just
Well,
to
that's a
piss off
buzzkill.
Amanda.
That's just being mean.
Single-handedly, like
I can
then
see her at the
I-
bar, like going up, like, wait,
And
this is a
then,
glass
like,
of water. No, it's a
sneak it-
glass of whiskey. Damn you,
Sneak
D.
it onto Amanda so that she doesn't know that it's on her.
That's.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I mean, I could just like phase her and she just wouldn't be able to touch anything, so it'd just be like perpetually out of reach. It's like so close, yet so far.
But would Steven actually think of doing that?
And
That's
someone
the
told
question.
him to. He would probably be drinking the alcohol like instead
But-
of her.
Her flask would become incorporeal with her, so...
No, that's selective.
Pineapple.
Oh.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
It would just like fall out of her hand as she's trying back into reality. So
All right.
are we gonna let everything start? Or
Well, have we come? All right. So what the plan
gonna, like-
so far is? What if
The
just
plan
if it goes
is-
violence, it's just we're gonna see how violent it gets, and we'll go from there.
We are the cavalry plus the 10 people in the the 10 sleepers in the military, embedded in the military.
So we need to inform them of what's happening and let them know that if things go south and Red is being apprehended or Price doesn't go willingly, that they need to help step in. Because we
We're
can't
gonna be
really
able to
tell
watch
them
this
where to be
unfold?
because they have to be under orders, but they just need to be ready wherever they are.
Steven's kind of gonna be like looking around, and then he's gonna be like, "Huh, this is weird."
Steven needs to come up with it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, he's just like, usually it's like we actually have to wait for something. Usually, just like something happens at this point, and we get dragged into another adventure. Like, no portals,
Yeah.
no like secret communicators going off.
Oh,
Weird.
and Light and Darkness shows up.
Right on cue.
It's
So,
time for your court
Ste-
date.
Steven needs to come up with some sort of safe word for Red.
Safe word.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
When the
Man,
rain,
Price, you ever had a good pineapple?
Mhm.
And then
when the
boom,
falcon flies over the moon, you know the battle is about to begin. That is the safe.
Well, we can
That is the safe word. The whole sentence.
listening in to Red. How far does Gina's mental link work?
Oh, good
2
point.
miles, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
So we
miles.
can have Red in on the mental link while
No,
we're
no,
waiting.
no, it wasn't a safe word. Like Steven just pulled like whistles and then like his hawk flies. No, I literally have a falcon.
Yeah, this
Everyone-
one. This is the
everyone-
falcon I was talking about.
Yeah, everyone kind of forgot about this guy, huh? He's like, okay, back into the void where you belong. Just pushes it.
Which is a burden's avoid.
As I was saying,
So literally, if it flies over the sun,
Sorry.
it could literally.
Sorry.
But if-
Pineapple, dude. Pineapple. Pineapple.
Look for me at the third day. Yeah,
as I was saying.
yes.
So we have Red in the mental link
Uh-huh.
and listening for things to go south. And if things do go south, we just portal right to where Red is and back him up there, assuming that he's able to keep Price from leaving. So we'll
Yep.
be in there to snatch Price and get him out. Both of them out. All of them out, actually. Whoever else is with him. Because
I
that's one
guess.
thing that I don't think they have the ability to stop is our portaling.
Do we want to just shoot Price in the head for good?
Well, I mean,
For old time's sake.
For all
Yeah.
time's sake,
if,
to incapacitate him.
No, lethal headshot.
but if he dies in the process of getting him out of Nashua Center, oh well.
I mean,
That's just it happens sometimes.
These things happen.
it's like the alternate win in a video game. You know, you're like, oh.
Amanda could resurrect him.
That's true.
So we can kill him again. Task successfully failed.
We have brought you back from the grave to stand trial for your crimes.
You are
You are not getting out of this
multiple-
whatsoever.
Wouldn't there be,
multiple
like, a
death
clause?
penalties.
Like, because he's already been like effectively killed.
So yeah, I think
I think we kill time.
we have the framework for the plan.
Okay.
Operation The Price is Red. A go? Yes.
I think so.
All right.
Yes.
Are we gonna...
He just like finally is able to say it. Operation The Price is Red. Go! And then he just kind of points his finger. And he's like, yeah. And then he just kind of like puts his hands down. He's like, okay.
Now, I will tell you guys, it's going to take Red a couple days to handle these negotiations.
Well,
All
I
right.
think we should sleep. We haven't slept in like a couple days.
I think I may have some dreams left too.
I know. I think we all should get some dream rolling in.
That's true.
Dream.
So we'll have I guess we'll have some some rest and relaxation. Does anyone need any equipment? We'll preface that with non-judgmental equipment.
Well, as you guys are going
Non-judgmental.
into for all the work
We're
you
gonna take
guys
naps.
have done to kind of do that, I'll go ahead and give you guys 2 PowerPoints, so that can be
One for making the buckle.
you have that stuff,
Essentially.
you have that on hand for during your downtime if you decide to spend it or whatever.
2 PowerPoints.
So
Thanks.
And
I
I
would-
gave myself only one for some stupid reason.
I would say Amanda would go to bed, and then she'd probably go off screen for the rest of the time.
So no equipment, I'm guessing.
Actually, Steven probably would slowly like pick up the piece of like the Thanatos formula and just like raise it in front of you, like.
That would have been art. That was part of the cleanup.
Luca would approach.
It would have been shredded.
D. Luca would approach D and be like, "Can I have something?"
Sure.
Steven's
What do you want?
immediately like, with my supervision.
Yeah.
And like in a weirdly serious, like fatherly tone. it's like wait, it's like you can't no making any chemical formulas.
I would trust Luca more than Steven.
Yeah, I would trust Luca more than Steven.
He's the responsible one.
And if it's like something that's dangerous, D would not make it for a child.
Steven squints his eyes.
That would be a very important lesson.
Okay, just pretend I'm not here. Steven shrinks down, hops on his shoulder, sits.
I mean, I could make Steven's fear toxin for him and just like, here's a candy.
Oh God.
to Luca or to Steven?
Damn. No, that would be Steven. It would be
It's a
Steven.
candy.
I don't-
It's like that applies to both, but still.
I could see Luca be like, share, and D be like, no.
No, not for children.
Not for
That is a grown-up candy.
Candy's not for children.
grown up candy.
Do you want a 9-year-old kid
What if-
freaking out that his father's going to eat him?
Honestly, this is the thing. If like Steven's con is decent, so if he keeps winning the checks and he doesn't realize, he would just probably keep eating the candy until it like triggers.
Of course.
All right,
So,
so
yeah,
what does Luca
so-
want?
He eats
Uh,
space food. Candy's not a
Luca's,
bad
Luca's
thing.
a kid, so like, I don't know. Like, kid's like, I don't know.
He probably wants like
What
a
do you got?
race car.
Like, he's never really asked for it. Like, you know.
Would you like some dinosaurs to go along with your toy, like some other types of dinosaurs that go along with the dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
That phrase?
Children? This is what children are into, right?
Well, no,
These
'cause
clearly
Steven
have
had
the most
have that
comfortable.
little
Yeah, he did.
dinosaur
Yeah, no,
figure,
definitely.
right?
No,
He
that's
did.
like actually like Steven immediately gets big, like jumps off his shoulder, gets big. It's like that is an amazing idea. Just like grabbing his shoulders, it's like we can make an army of tiny toys for him to play with, not like in a violent way, in like a friendly, good way.
Only
So,
make her
because
Luca
that's-
would light up and be very. You could see the expression on his face of like getting dinosaur anything is amazing.
Okay, because that's the only thing that D really knows about Luca based off of what's happened.
And that's accurate. He does love dinosaurs, so he would be all about anything dinosaur.
So what type of dinosaur toy did Steven have on him?
I believe it was like a Brachiosaurus,
It was a
or is it T-Rex?
it
Classic.
was a T-Rex, classic.
It was classic
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Okay, so like D will make him
I
like
should just look
a
at my
bunch
sheet.
of like miniatures.
I don't know what.
He'll make them like the a Triceratops, a Stegosaurus.
All the classics.
Yeah, the classics.
All the classic dinosaurs.
A pterodactyl.
that most of them never saw each other by like 1,000,002 years.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
of course not. We've all jammed them together in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's just called tiny plastic
But
dinosaur.
D will like kind of be going through like what he remembers from like elementary school science class.
Sounds good.
So that would be about as accurate as the Chinese toys, then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably.
Well, maybe D will like put some feathers on one of them to see how Luca reacts.
Yeah, G. Well, I think kids nowadays feathers on dinosaurs. That's a top thing.
They would know from all the
Yeah.
movies. That's yeah.
So are these just straight up toys, or are they or do they have
I'd
a quick
make 'em-
value?
I'd make them like kind of like wind up toys so they walk or they flap their wings, kind of. But nothing like I'm not automating them. They're not going to be able to,
They're not
do
sentient.
things on-
They're not gonna fight
Yeah.
for him.
They're like miniature like death battle. It's like
My goodness.
Steven's like I imagine like as you're making like halfway through, like Steven just kind of like, you're a great uncle, you know that,
Uncle D.
Uncle.
So Luca would marvel at all the dinosaurs and scoop them all up, and then he would proceed to run off to go play with them.
All right.
Cool.
Remember, don't throw them at people.
What? I can't hear you. Throw
if
them at people? Okay.
Steven's like,
you insist.
like
You hear in the background 9 go, "Ow! What the?"
Steven just kind of like turns to D. He's like, he heard what I said.
he heard
He
me.
did. He did that.
It's fine.
What's Luca's perception?
Oh yeah, I'll roll perception for Luca.
I like
Why
to
not?
imagine he did hear. He's just intentionally ignoring me.
Nope, doesn't seem like you heard.
I mean,
He was too distracted by the toys, like a regular kid.
Steven's like,
yeah.
can you
So
make it
after,
work?"
so do we dream or do we not? Or
Yeah.
are we all sleeping? Are we? I feel like we're all
so
sleeping.
wait, Steven just asked D if you'd make him one, and D will like, no, this is your penance for the fiasco earlier.
His ears go down. Aw.
Nice. He was going down.
Maybe if you prove that you don't try to
It was for good reason.
do that kind of stuff.
Hey, I'm not the one who just brings up the stinger.
We'll,
rolling.
Oh.
Oh.
Those could be hidden or no?
Nah.
That's
Oh,
a lot
no,
of
he's,
ones.
he's-
Two
he's,
crit
he's
one.
rolling for.
I was gonna
PvP.
say, we're fucked, guys. He's got nukes.
I feel like
Kruger shows
my
up.
gosh.
I feel like the crit ones are me and D because that's
Alright.
been our luck to pass.
Good game,
this.
guys. Good game.
Yeah.
We're all
So,
dead.
yeah, D will just be like, if you're good, I'll make you some. Okay.
Yeah.
No, 6 is no better. Like,
Out of 100, yikes.
Guys, how about I'll take the 2 nat ones and like multiply the badness and just put it on myself.
So Steven dies in his sleep.
the only one that
Pristine.
wakes up is.
Who summoned Freddy Krueger?
Everyone's wondering why like Steven's perpetually intangible. He's a ghost.
Yeah. He's a ghost.
Ghost Steven Adventures. I can imagine that.
Go, Steven.
So Trip, I'd have
Tripper.
While
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
2.
Yeah, between 1 and 3.
I
I
mean,
mean-
that was the
I
objective.
mean, I
From
feel like that.
from 1 to 3, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he did answer it correctly.
Yeah.
Like,
you are correct,
and,
sir.
and 9's fucked as well. It's like,
Choose a number in a series of 1, 2, or 3.
Yes.
There you go.
That was what I meant, yes.
So Trip, I had posted some other headsets. The other thing that you can do is you can always get like a USB DAC and then just use a regular pair of like headphones. Some of them will have.
I don't even have regular headphones. I've got nothing.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
canonically give Steven sleepwalking, or is that like a perk? I need to.
What? That's just narrative, unless it.
I think that's
does
just narrative,
something.
yeah.
Unless you were trying to have it do something.
Oh, well, kind of, yes.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I was wondering if you
that's
could
a
do the
vague
whole
statement.
like. Well, I was kind of wondering if you could do the whole like, like sleeping kind of like Bugs Bunny with a pie situation. And he's just gonna like use his scent to hunt down a specific smell because he's hungry.
I think that's all narrative. Like you can using a pie and hunt. Oh, you mean like you're trying to like sleep track something?
Oh,
Steve-
while we're waiting.
Assuming it wasn't, it doesn't take up a lot of time. Steven was wondering if he could like sleepwalk his way back to the squid.
Oh my god.
Yes,
What?
you could.
See, really
I don't see why not. Oh, that's just
sleep cravings. It's like when like you wake up in the middle of the night and you like got like hankering for something.
Thanks for doing that, Dave. Appreciate it.
Yes, Chris asked me to pick up a Lego typewriter from him since
That's a thing.
they are sold out online and they were available at my local Target.
Wait, is
That's
it like
awesome.
a mini or is it like an actual Lego typewriter?
It's pretty big. Like the box,
Oh.
you saw the box, right? Oh, here, I'll show you it again.
I think I was the only person who saw.
Sometimes my window minimizes.
That is the box. Let me move by.
That's really cool. So sleek.
Yeah, the Lego sets they're coming out with now are just like insane.
they
Like
are.
Optimus Prime, like I've got
They
that
haven't
one
had that
queued up.
20 years ago. Dear Lord,
Yeah.
I have to be kidding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you finish yours, Chris?
No, I'm working on the Starry Night, which is a royal pain in the butt. But he'll be after that. Wow, that's a pretty
Base?
good size.
Yeah, it's pretty big. He does transform. So,
Wow.
I don't remember how to.
All right, there you go. Gina and Tripper each had a dream.
I never have dreams.
Well,
So-
I'm sorry, but you rolled a 59.
Well, sleep more.
Well,
Like,
Can
Have some-
Steven
have-
lay off the Red Bull. Hashtag sponsor.
is a midnight snack allowed, Tim, for the more squid jerky?
I mean, yeah.
Yes. Squid jerky.
I don't know how any of the other characters feel about that, but I mean, rules-wise, you can get up in the middle of the night and go get squid jerky.
I mean, all I'm saying is like I don't know what it does. Just because my con went out doesn't mean it's a bad thing. You know what I mean?
All right, Tim. So here's the question: is this a misremembered dream, or is this an alt reality where that actually happened?
I mean, you don't know.
Fantastic.
According to some universes, dreams are just windows into other universes.
Yes, I have seen that. Yes.
I don't actually remember what yours says. I just looked at the three that I had set there. And,
It's the
Where-
one about a
where's-
certain thing that happened like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
that they're having trials about.
Where would I find my dream?
under your, oh wait, is your dream journal not visible to you?
Uh,
It isn't. Why isn't it visible to you? Hold a second. There.
there it is.
I don't know why it wasn't visible to you.
So wait, did Steven go to have squid jerky, or is that not?
Oh yeah, no, he was.
Yeah, no, he-
that was his end.
As far as we know, he
End goal.
totally did.
So no negative repercussions for his con. What?
I mean, if you're doing it, yeah, definitely give me a con check. Fortitude save.
Fortitude.
Fortitude. its base form, so I don't got all the buffs.
Pointless is trying to do as many
All right.
many rolls as he can.
That's
today.
fine. You're fine.
I want Steven to suffer a like, can I?
I want him to
more?
suffer.
I want.
Can
I
I
want
a billing
something to
point
happen.
lower that number? No.
Can I? Is there anything else he can eat in there?
He's developing a taste for it.
Like, is there anything else he can like in the freezer that he can go for?
I mean, there's a dude's hand, and let me think what else is in there.
Oh no!
Actually, I think there is.
Oh no! Do not eat the hand.
He would lose his powers.
Oh my god.
I don't think Steven's quite on the cannibalism line yet. You know.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he crosses the line at cannibalism.
He didn't get that perk when he was designing his character.
You know, you ever have your dog bring like something home, or your cat bring something home like from outside, and you're like, "Oh, that's a dead carcass." You're like, I can see Steven just dropping the hand in front of the living room, and be like, "I found this."
Does anybody know where this came from? Yes.
Hey, why don't you try picking it up with your bare hand and see what happens?
Actually, wait. This is just out of character. Well, I mean, I feel like that's cheating, but if I did touch it, would it immediately like just temporarily take my powers away?
So you can always ask, but I don't have to answer.
Yeah. I just want.
That's always a constant.
Would it permanently take my powers away if I touched it?
Okay. So you got the rest of the party has actually seen what the roll text says when it rolls, and so I can tell you that if it takes your powers away, it takes them away for good. Yes.
Steven doesn't know that, but he's still not gonna touch it because he's like, yeah, I'm not. It's like that's. Why I don't know why there's a hand in here, but
I don't think I like that there's a hand.
That's a really weird place to put food. Like,
Well,
why would they put a hand in a food drawer and close
It's
it?
just a handy thing to keep around.
Can't argue with that logic.
Is there any like I don't know? Is there any? So it's just like the giant squid corpse and the hand.
I feel like they have. I feel like the other party did put something in the freezer, but now I'm having trouble remembering what it was.
Please not be human. Please not be human.
No, I think it's. I think they did put something, but I don't think it was alien.
It could be monster.
I don't.
Sounds like a good side dish. You know, a little bit of alien sushi with the side of like I don't know, like boar, crocodile, hamburger.
And sausage fingers? Finger sausage?
You just want me to eat the hand.
It's so badly.
You make it, serve it to the entire team, we're all suddenly regular people. Well, damn.
And that's when Light in Darkness shows back up.
Oh, that would be perfect. Like, hey, we're ready for your help with the big bad guy. About that.
Yes, so
Yeah.
funny
I'm just, like,
story.
yeah. If I'm just side tracking things, then I guess Steven will go back to sleep. That's it.
So,
Okay.
Otherwise,
when people wake in the morning, what's the scene going on? Amanda would wake up and kind of walk out into the living room and see who's there, who wakes up in the morning.
someone didn't wake up.
As she's making a pot of coffee.
Well, someone rolled ones. Someone might not have woken up.
Well, those are
It's
just dream odds.
Those are just dream rolls.
I imagine like Luca would actually be like the first one to wake up, other than like anyone else, because like kids can wake up at like 5 in the morning.
It's true.
Oh my god, yes, it
So he's
is.
just like chilling. He's like sitting out. Like Arvis is giving him like a cup of like orange juice or something. I don't know.
Orange juice, pancakes. He's all sewed up. He's all like bright-eyed, perky-tailed. Amanda's completely like waiting for the coffee to kick in, kind of look of like.
I mean, Arvis has to be able to do this. We've left him like multiple times at this point.
He's
I mean, sure he was in it.
They're not good pancakes. They're the microwavable ones. You get in the pack. Yeah, it's not that hard. Like it's so Amanda is surveying, looking for like any other adults to show up.
Guess
Not
Luca
will
would.
show up a little bit.
I mean, Hank never Hank's still there.
Like Hank doesn't sleep.
Yeah, no one's ever bothered to check, but Hank actually is immune to the need for sleep. He only sleeps when he wants to.
So
Does he just
Okay.
like stare at people when they sleep, or
We're
that's
just about close to that, anyways, because we we like do 2 days worth of work and then we take like a
Yeah, yeah.
generally
superhuman style.
Like no one has ever checked if Hank actually sleeps, but like
that's generally something you don't do. You don't assume someone doesn't sleep. It
Right.
kinda-
In fairness.
That's like I don't go around checking if people can breathe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You assume that they do. Yeah.
Yeah, Hank probably isn't fully like Hank's never really thought much about it, but like he just sleeps when he wants to, and
so where does he sleep? Like in his own?
He has a
or is it,
room.
like, oh yeah.
yeah.
And was Steven bunking with him?
it's a shoebox.
'Cause I thought Steven was like bunking with Hank.
No,
Because like
there's no need.
Nah.
unless they
everyone's
built
got
a
their
new
own room.
room.
They
Alright.
all got room. So Amanda will look around, and then
yeah. I mean, when you get up,
she sees
he's
Hank.
Hank is like
she-
Hank is like sitting in the living room playing a video game,
What game? Steven just like pops up.
Madden.
What is it? What?
Mad.
Madden.
It's Madden.
Oh, that makes sense.
Playing
That
as
plays out.
himself.
That plays out. It's-
Like, man, that guy looks real familiar.
so
But yeah, but he'll stop when you guys start walking in.
Amanda would start seeing people walk in and go, I gotta get going for a little bit, but I don't think this is gonna work out how we want it to work out. I think it's gonna go violent.
Wait, whoa, hold on. That's not a statement to make and then just leave. We need a little explanation on that one.
Yeah, explain yourself before you suddenly vanish.
Hey, Davey.
She's like, it's gonna go bad.
How do you know this?
She's like, she's like, I've explained, and then she'll stop herself as she's realizing that 9 like has not been around for a little bit, and she'll be like, I can see the future occasionally. It's not gonna go well. It's gonna be violent.
Interesting that it worked here and not when we had our issues, but go on.
Yeah, well. She's like, wait. She's like, wait. Well, and then she stops and thinks about it. And she goes, well, wait. No, she's like, it complicated. It was working then too, but never mind. Like,
Nine's just gonna blink a few times and be like,
What?
so can you give us any more detail, or is it just violence?
it's there's a lot of shooting going on. There's a shootout.
Well, thank God I'm immune to bullets.
You guys. Well, that's a good point.
And it looked like the front gate of Nashua Center.
What about the front gate of Nashville Center?
That's where the shootout was taking place.
Did anyone die?
I don't know. Do I have to roll for that?
You generally just get snippets, and that's what I just sent you as the snippet you got.
Got it.
Are you sure it's not like just a dramatic reenactment?
I mean,
Are you seeing it in really shitty camera angles? 'Cause
is someone holding a coffee cup slightly not quite off screen? Is that like that's a shitty reenactment?
Then that's just a Michael Bay film.
Yeah.
for that.
Game of Thrones setting, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
So I'm going to say to everyone else, okay, so do we need to do anything about this information? Or what?
Amanda's like, well, I think we need to plan for this getting violent a little
Well,
better.
it's
Because
hard.
I think it's gonna I think there's a better chance of it going sideways.
Is D there?
No, D's just stopped doing his own thing.
Hmm.
I say, well, maybe we need to talk to D and see if we can get a little more help.
Hey, what's something you saw in the vision that isn't irrefutably there?
Amanda would be like, "What?"
Well, I mean, you said you saw things happen in the vision, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you describe, like, tell us any of the people or the situations?
No, it was
Oh,
a
there you
dramatic gunfight. Oh, or can I?
That is fair details.
Okay. Who's breathing?
I think that's Chris breathing into his mic.
Hmm?
Yes, it was.
Ah,
It's
your
usually
mic was amazing.
Oh,
Usually.
sorry
him.
about that.
No worries.
Usually it's Eric who's the mouth breather.
So, what was the question again, Steven?
Did you see anyone specific in the vision? Specific
Amanda would
people?
shake her head. No, I didn't see anyone specific, but I saw national and military, and then fighting people that weren't national and military.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say, if there's someone there that we knew, we could just have them not go. Butterfly effect. Did no one watch that movie? No? Okay.
It doesn't always work like that. There's been times where I've seen stuff, it doesn't come to pass.
Well, so that means that it's basically just like a red herring. We're good.
Guesswork.
What if
Amanda would
how
be
do you-
like, Amanda would be like, more times than not, it's right. But yes, it's usually, or it's we do things like that and we change the outcome.
could your
And
vision?
I'm not.
Like, wait.
It's not like a continuous feed. I don't. I don't.
If your vision is so trustworthy, then could you have done this and then Steven's gonna do it? Could have you seen this and he does a backflip?
I wasn't focusing on what you were gonna do just now.
See, you can't predict everything. Therefore, then there's no certainty that what you
Amanda
saw
would be
is
like,
real.
I don't think anyone could possibly predict what you're gonna do.
Not even you.
Not even you. Luca would chime in and be like, yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That checks out.
And then Amanda would be like, look around. She's looking around if there's anyone else that has any other questions or concerns about it. And then she's like, I'm gonna go now.
Why?
Because we still have some time yet.
And what are you going to go do?
I'm gonna work on things.
Why?
Amanda would be like,
All right, she got mad at me about being cryptic, and now
I
she
know
pulls this
she's
shit?
gonna completely pull a 180 on you and be
Yeah.
like,
No, see, it's okay if I do it because I'm trustworthy.
So why?
you can follow me if you want. See how that turns out for you. Beams. Like,
Oh, follow her.
Yeah, just go.
we're
I guess
gonna have a
that
part
video was
2.
as fast as
Out
she
of
is.
character. We're gonna have a part 2. We're having a part 2. Roll over it.
Well, I would do that if I was going to be here next Thursday to
No.
do that.
Well, Steven's very confused at why you're leaving. He's like, just literally, he's like, why?
I mean, yeah, you couldn't just ask to go with her. I mean, there's not like. I mean, she could say no in character, and you.
Why
could-
not just like, why are you leaving?
She's already gone, so.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just like, I would just like, if you just were about to leave, then he would obviously Steven would just grab your arm and be like, wait, no.
Oh,
It's
that's a roll. That's a roll if you're
sound-
grabbing me.
like, oh,
Do
you
it.
wanna-
Do
you
it.
want to go against
Do it.
this guy in grabs? Yeah. I don't think I get any bonus though because
You
I'm
can't
not big for-
retroactively do that. She's already gone.
Well, I didn't know she was
actually,
leaving.
what's the ruling on that?
I thought
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was
to be fair, if they want
process.
to respond to you leaving, like when you announce that you're leaving, that's when they would do that. And
Did they?
so
they, like,
if this is now being stated that once you say those things, you go to leave, like they have the opportunity to respond to the fact that you're leaving.
Do it. Do it. Roll.
okay, what rule is it again? Just an attack rule, or?
Yeah, basically unarmed.
Ah!
Oh, jeez.
It's probably
Unarmed.
it's awful.
This is
What do
gonna-
I roll to defend?
Well,
against
first,
that?
does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay,
She's not done.
if 19 hits,
I'm
then
not dodgy.
all right. So now you are rolling either strength or dex or dodge. You're rolling either strength or dodge to avoid getting grappled,
parry?
and he is rolling strength. No,
Can it be parry or
no.
Just dodge
Well-
or strength?
I think it's dodge or strength. I was like, I always mess up this one. I know he rolls strength.
Oh yeah, because I rolled armed.
I think you have the choice of dodge or strength, but let me check if it's actually dodge.
And the other part is, could I roll like athletics?
Yeah, strength or dodge. Nope, it's strength or dodge.
Fine.
Steven the fun ruiner here. To
And Steven rolls strength. And
Okay.
whoever wins.
All right, go strength.
Nah, not good.
Ah!
He's got you.
Yeah. Take that to your -5 penalty.
Eric, now you know how I felt when suddenly William was no longer drunk.
Wait. Use your words.
And now 9 is going to get the chance to say, oh, okay. So you
Nine's
get
like,
to
I know
run
how this
off.
unfolds. This is gonna be bad.
Wait a second.
You get to run off and do bullshit, but I don't. Someone explain that to me.
In fairness, we let you run off, and then I chased you. As a man who tugs
At
our
this
arm.
point, D kind of walks in and be like, looks around like at what's happening and just turns around, walks away.
Yeah, Hank is just kind of slowly picking the controller back up.
Yeah, Gina's gonna watch Hank play Madden.
And wish that she could play too.
Yep.
She can.
True.
She has precise.
So right now I have 9 talking to me, and then Steven talking to me, and everyone else is like so not getting involved.
Yeah, this sounds like a them
This
problem.
is a you
Yeah.
problem.
Wait.
This is going to be directed at Steven.
Okay. An attack or just a cover? Yeah, that's a.
Does
Time
six
to use my
does
greatest stat.
does a 16 hit you, Steven?
For dodge?
Yep.
I defense dodge is 16.
Oh.
I don't know if defender wins or not.
PvP. This is the PvP rule me and Trip ran into.
Yes.
Can we have
My-
a roll
my-
off? Did we have
My
a roll
dodge
off in these
DC
situations?
is 16 in this form.
Trip, did we have a roll off?
I think
We just did a roll off, even though that's not probably what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like,
pretty sure
not
that the
supposed to
DC is like the number you need to hit. So if you get 16, then it's okay. They get hits.
All right. Well,
Alright.
GM, I'll let you rule. What's your ruling on that?
So yeah, 16 hits. So coinless, roll a. Is it Will? I presume.
It is Will.
Oh no.
Let's see. Wait, Will?
Yep.
Will. But what's Will under again?
It's
Oh,
at
wait,
one of your
no,
defenses,
Oh,
yeah.
there it is. There, I found it.
Hey!
Wow.
Hold a 19.
I
See,
actually.
what happened was Coinless wasted use
Oh,
of
is-
all of his
oh,
bags.
Wait. What does the -5 doesn't apply to this either, though? I don't imagine.
No.
Physical only. It'd be like mental debuff too. That'd be crazy. So yeah, I just felt like a little scratch in my head, and then I just like started talking about things, and it got bored and left. Like, did you just try to do a thing to my brain?
Oh, she does that. It's not.
Hey, that's
Amanda
not cool.
Amanda would telepathically talk to him and say, "Yeah, yes, I did."
I would be like,
as it echoes in his head. And then Amanda is like, "Okay," and she would telepathic tell Steven, "I'm gonna go work at the hospital."
Why don't you just work here?
Is that a deception roll?
I mean, you can always roll insight.
that's an insight.
You can roll insight if you suspect it's a deception roll, even if it isn't.
Well,
Steven?
so I can't.
Yeah, I mean, Steven, 9. Why? Oh, yeah, because you weren't part of the conversation. It was mental. So, yeah, Steven, if you want to, you can roll insight.
I imagine Steven would just kind of be like, you said at the
Or you
hospital.
can choose whether or not to believe her.
Steven would just be like, what hospital? And he just says it out loud.
Nice.
Are you talking in his head now?
Is that what
Uh-huh.
I did, Amanda?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amanda's like, "Yeah, that's what I do." Like, Amanda would be like, "It's more natural for me to talk mentally than it is to use my lips and words."
You need to go to a hospital. I mean,
Too
here's
busy
fine.
drinking.
What did Steven say?
If you need to go to a hospital, I mean, here's fine. You could probably do the hospital-y stuff.
The hospital-y stuff.
Amanda would be rolling her eyes. Sure.
Why? Dude?
Well,
So,
Amanda's gonna be like, "Can I go to the hospital now?"
I mean,
As she like
Dean.
is eyeing your grasp on her arm.
He's not in earshot. He saw what was going on and he just left.
don't
He
worry.
was like, nope.
Easy. Can like Steven go big mode? Like in sludge
Well,
form,
we're
big
in
mode
the
while
we're in the
holding
living room.
I mean, he
so-
can. It is also like 11:15, and so I don't want to get the scene going too long.
He's-
Yeah.
Steven just wanted to like bring her over to D. Or just be like, hey.
Oh. Right,
So
change
okay,
the
then
thing.
let's let 9 do a thing here. So 9 is going to say, all right, Amanda, hey, look at
Eyes
Amanda's
on me.
looking.
last time we had an issue was because I didn't want to reveal a secret to the group that the entire group decided to drag out with me kicking and screaming. So if I don't get the courtesy of a secret, neither do you. What the hell is happening?
That's a fair play. I'm gonna work at the hospital.
And why did that have to be a secret? I'm gonna roll insight on that.
Oh,
You have no idea.
0 point just because that was
Oh. Oh, come on.
That's an 18 though.
That is an 18, though. Yeah, that's an 18.
But it's still a net.
that's like a one
Not-
something
Trip-
hundred. It's like a
You're not
couple
meant to
hundred.
know this.
apparently not.
That is an 18, though. It's not treated as a natural one because it was the hero point. That's part of the
I know.
that's part of the point of adding 10.
18 or 16?
18.
No, it's a 10.
It's 18.
You're right.
So Amanda gets to choose to roll against that if she.
Wait, am I?
If
Alright.
that was a lie, you roll deception.
Yeah, if it was a lie, you roll deception. If it's not, you don't, but you can roll persuasion if you like to try to convince him. Otherwise, if it's not a lie, then that's high enough to just kind of know that you're telling the truth. If that's what he's trying to figure out. Are you trying to figure out whether or not she's telling the truth, or are you trying to, like, get
I'm trying to
insight
figure out
into
whether-
an emotional state or something?
I'm trying to figure out whether she is actually going to the hospital to
Okay.
work there.
Are you actually going to the hospital to work there? Okay. Yeah. You can tell she's trying to, like, convince you to let her go, but she is telling the truth.
Why is this so important that you had to be secretive about it?
Because sometimes people just need time to themselves.
I like how
Oh!
you don't say.
I just wanted to see Trip's reaction to it. I think that was half the value of that right now. Like, you son of a bitch. She's like, Amanda would say, I learned the value of letting people have time to themselves.
At this point,
You think?
Now, does she smell like barbecue when she returns?
That'll be important.
To be continued.
Yeah. All right. So, are you letting her go, Steven?
why?
He's like, why?
He's like, why would I let you? You said
Well,
at the
why-
hospital, but I still don't understand why you can't do that here. Like, he's still.
Because
He
because
just
Amanda's
doesn't make
like,
it
it's
valid.
not a hospital. And Luca would be like, it's not a hospital. Like,
What do you mean it's not a hospital?
this is our base.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, obviously, it's better medical attention than most other places. You realize we effectively like trapped a god, right? If you can't find it here, you can't find it anywhere.
Alright.
Amanda would be like, because patients come to hospitals and nurses take care of patients.
Are you a nurse?
She's like, oh my god, he didn't know. Yes, I'm a nurse.
All right, so 9 is going to walk up as close as he can to get, like, face to face the man and say, all right, I am going to give you a courtesy you did not give me. I trust you. You'd better not make me regret this.
Welcome back, 9. She's like,
Steven,
she
just let
smiles
her
and she's
go.
like, I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah, you-
Steven,
Steven,
She's like, William wouldn't have done this.
Well,
we
William
missed
done.
this. We missed this. And she did the whole back and forth thing of like,
He would have just destroyed our reality instead.
So 9 is going to say, just Steven, just let her go. It's fine. She's going to go work at the hospital and I assume help people. So there's nothing wrong with that.
So Steven
and
just
she
kinda,
won't smell like barbecue when she comes back.
So Steven just kind of like
I don't know. Steven might have to sniff.
scent roll, but yeah, he's just like looks at Amanda and is like, just kind of hear him whisper. It's like, you've really been failing the Hippocratic Oath, and just kind of lets her go. It's like, you
Wait,
kill
did she
a
say
lot
that?
of-
Did Steven say that? Think
Yeah,
that?
he just
Or
was
whisper
he was just
that?
kind of like mumbling. He's like, yeah, you
Oh, he's mumbling that?
You hit a lot
Wow.
of people. It's,
You heard a
He
lot
doesn't
of
really care
people.
about-
Like,
he doesn't really
Yeah.
care about the conversation as much about like the tension, just like a lot, like so many. Like, should a nurse really be hitting people that much?
Amanda would hear this, or does Amanda
Well,
hear
I mean,
this?
I think you
Does
have
Amanda
to
hear
do
this?
It's not like
perception rolls,
we already confirmed that Steven's a loud whisperer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
no? Oh, okay.
Amanda would say, "It's the post-apocalypse. I'm still trying to figure things out. Okay."
Where's your nursing license then, huh?
It's the post-apocalypse. There is no credentialing.
It's
So you're a
probably
liar. You're
burned
not
up.
a nurse. You're a liar. But yeah, Steven's just kind of like. Eh. So if you probably could leave at this point.
Well, have you let me go yet?
Yeah, no, Steven lets you go as he says that.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we will stop there then. We will pick up next time. Remember that we are playing for Extra Life. I've changed the little thing now so that so that you can read the link easier. That link will take you to the Rabbit Haberdashery page. That is the team page for our Extra Life team. Everyone on our team, everyone involved in Memoriam, who is actively raising money for Extra Life, and a couple people who aren't in Memoriam but are on our team, are accessible through that link. You can also join if you like through that link. We have, I believe, San Diego, Buffalo, Bay State Children's Hospital, Boston and Orlando represented on the team. So you can donate to any of those Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Every cent you donate goes straight to the designated hospital. You can also join us on Discord. Check out more of what we have going on and join in our conversations. And keep an eye out for Monday. We'll be starting a new chat show at 9 p.m., same time as this, on this channel called Pineapple, as a reference to the fact that it's other topics than the topics that we end up not allowing ourselves to discuss at length during game. So tune in for that. We'll be having fun with that. You can contribute topics in the Discord channel as well. And I think that's about it for right now. I just want to mention real quick, Tall Tales will be coming back from hiatus. August 1st will be the first post where it goes live again. Excited for that to come back. And if you are available, check us out. Check Tall Tales out before that, and keep an eye out for some events. I'll be at a convention in a couple weeks called Book Fiend Readers Fest down in Connecticut. You can get information on that on my website. Just check out the website that I just linked, and you'll be able to find it. All right. Anyway, so thank you very much, everyone. You have a good night, and thanks for joining us.
Nada.
Wonderful night.